Hello, everyone, and welcome to my CSU channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Julie Chrisley does not want to attend her resentencing hearing. Julie Chrisley does not want to attend her resentencing hearing. Fans were shocked when they heard this. This could be the biggest moment of her life. However, she does not want to attend in person. It has been revealed why she did not want to attend and what she is going to do instead of attending in person. Keep reading to find out more about the situation. Chrisleys go to prison. Todd and Julie Chrisley are currently in federal prison. This is for tax evasion and fraud. However, Julie may be able to get out earlier than she originally thought. This is due to them not having enough evidence to prove that she was involved. Savannah is hoping to have Julie home soon. Todd's top priority is getting Julie home. He wants her to be with her family and be able to live her life. He would rather her get out first. Julie does not want to attend her court hearing. It is taking place in Atlanta. She is currently in Kentucky. The court then decided she could join via video call. Julie will be attending over a video call from Kentucky. Fans are wishing her the best. This is an important time for her and her family. It seems that Julie did not want to travel over 400 miles. However, fans do not blame her for not wanting to travel that far if she can attend online. She would have to be shackled in a prison van for hours on hours. Or she would have to go to a transfer facility. It seems like a lot of physical hardship that she does not need to endure if she can attend via video chat. The Chrisley family has faced plenty of public scrutiny over the past few years, but the latest development in Julie Chrisley's legal battle has left fans both heartbroken and puzzled. According to new reports, the Chrisley Knows Best matriarch does not want to attend her resentencing hearing, sparking widespread speculation about her mental and emotional state behind bars. While her husband, Todd Chrisley, has made headlines for his outspoken defense and fiery faith in justice, Julie's silence, and now her reluctance to appear in court, reveals a much deeper emotional struggle. For Julie, the thought of returning to the courtroom where she first heard her prison sentence read aloud is a nightmare she's not ready to relive. Sources close to the family claim that she's been battling severe anxiety and bouts of depression since being incarcerated, and the idea of facing a judge again has only worsened those feelings. Julie is broken, one insider reportedly shared. She's been clinging to her faith, but the fear of walking back into that courtroom and reliving the pain of that day is almost too much for her. A woman torn between hope and fear. Julie's situation is uniquely heartbreaking. Once the smiling Southern matriarch of Chrisley Knows Best, she was admired for her grace, her humor, and her unshakable devotion to her family. But the world she knew disappeared overnight when she was sentenced to federal prison for bank fraud and tax evasion. Though the Chrisleys continue to maintain their innocence, the reality of incarceration has taken an undeniable toll. Insiders say Julie has been hoping for mercy since the court granted a resentencing hearing. However, rather than excitement, she's felt dread. It's not just about the potential outcome, it's about the emotional trauma of being judged once more. Julie remembers every detail of that day, another source shared. She remembers the judge's voice, the look on Todd's face, her children crying. The idea of going back into that space brings back all of it, the heartbreak, the humiliation, the loss. It's not uncommon for inmates to experience what psychologists call re-traumatization when faced with reminders of their sentencing. For Julie, that courtroom represents everything she's lost, her home, her freedom, and her role as the glue that held the Chrisley family together. Todd's frustration and protective instinct. While Julie reportedly wants to avoid the hearing, her husband Todd feels differently. Insiders claim he's been pushing her to appear, believing that showing up in person might sway the judge to show compassion. Todd thinks their presence matters, one family friend explained. He's confident, he's hopeful, and he wants the world and the court to see how strong and united they still are. But Julie's just not in the same emotional place. Todd, who is serving his own sentence in a separate facility, has allegedly been trying to encourage Julie through letters and monitored phone calls. Their relationship has remained strong despite the distance, but sources say even Todd's words can't fully ease her fear. Julie's terrified, the insider continued. She feels like no matter what she says or does, it won't make a difference. She doesn't want to be humiliated again. Savannah Chrisley steps up again. As always, their daughter Savannah has been the family's fierce defender. Since her parents' incarceration, Savannah has become both caretaker and advocate, raising her younger siblings and spearheading campaigns for justice. When she learned her mother might skip the resentencing, sources claim Savannah was deeply concerned. She doesn't want her mom to give up, a friend close to Savannah revealed. Savannah believes this hearing could be the beginning of something better, even if it's just a small reduction in time. She wants her mom to hold on to hope. Savannah has never been shy about speaking her mind when it comes to the justice system. In numerous interviews and podcast episodes, she's called out what she sees as unfair treatment and systemic bias. She's also shared raw, emotional accounts of how much her family misses Julie's presence, the home-cooked meals, the gentle wisdom, and her mother's unconditional love. Julie is the heart of the family, Savannah once said tearfully. Without her, everything feels colder. A family divided by fear and faith. The Chrisley clan's faith has always been their guiding light, but even the strongest believers can falter in moments of deep despair. Julie, who has often quoted scripture and spoken about her trust in God's plan, now finds herself questioning whether she can endure another painful courtroom experience. Yet, in true Chrisley fashion, she's reportedly been praying daily and attending every religious service available in prison. Her cellmates have described her as kind and gracious, often offering emotional support to others, even as she struggles privately. Julie's faith keeps her going, one inmate said. But you can tell she's tired. The court date brings up everything she's been trying to make peace with. The prospect of a resentencing hearing is supposed to represent hope, a chance for leniency, or even partial justice. But for Julie, it feels like reopening a wound that never healed. The legal stakes. From a legal standpoint, Julie's attendance is optional, though her absence could send the wrong message. Lawyers often advise defendants to appear as a sign of respect and accountability. However, given her emotional distress, it's possible her attorneys may argue that attending would cause undue harm. Some legal analysts have speculated that Julie's lawyers could submit a written statement expressing remorse and outlining her struggles during incarceration. This could allow her to have a voice without having to relive the trauma in person.